Welcome back to Lingoni English. I'm Emily. In this video, I'm going to teach you 10 different ways to say what. Now, saying what over and over again when you didn't understand someone can get boring. Also, some Americans find it rude to say what when you didn't hear someone. So, in this video, I'm going to teach you 10 different ways to say what in formal situations and more informal situations. Let's go. First, I would like to share some formal ways to say what. For example, when you're talking to your boss or a stranger on the street. The first one is, excuse me? Excuse me? Now, this is very formal and very common as well. For example, if you're at the train station and you're buying a ticket and the attendant says something that you didn't understand, you could say, excuse me? And they will repeat themselves. Another polite way to say what is, I'm sorry? Here, you're kind of apologizing for making them repeat themselves. And notice it goes up at the end like a question. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? For example, if you meet someone new and they tell you their name, but you didn't hear it, you could say, I'm sorry, and they'll tell you again. You could also simply say, could you repeat that, please? For example, if you're in a meeting and your boss says something you didn't understand, you could say, could you repeat that, please? And she'll repeat it. These phrases are extremely common, and you will likely use them often. So, start practicing. There are some more formal phrases that you could say instead of what, but these are slightly less common. Still, they're important for you to know. They are, pardon, pardon me, I beg your pardon. They all three mean the same thing, but they're extremely formal. So don't use these with your friends or your family. For example, if you're checking into a hotel and the receptionist said something you didn't understand, you could say, pardon me, or I beg your pardon, and they'll repeat themselves. How often you use these or hear these will depend a little bit on where you are in the United States. For example, they're more common in the South. The next one is, come again? This is formal, but you'll hear it informally as well. For example, if you have a new coworker at work and she tells you her name and you didn't hear it, you could say, come again? And she'll repeat herself. Now, if you want to be a little more informal, like when talking to friends, you could say, I didn't catch that. Instead of catching a ball, you're trying to catch words, but you missed. So you could say, I didn't catch that, and you just mean, I didn't hear what you said. The next one is, what was that? Now, this could be used in formal or informal situations, but it's much more common in informal situations. If you said it in a formal situation, it wouldn't be bad, but the ones I told you earlier are much better. For example, if a coworker is telling you a story and you stop listening, you could say, what was that? and they'll repeat themselves. And the most informal of them all is, huh? Huh? Be careful with this one. It is very, very informal. And if you use it in a formal context, it is considered very rude. So only use it with friends and family. Well, that was the 10 ways to say what. So next time you want to say what, why don't you try one of these instead? Thanks for watching Lingoni English. See you soon.